And salutations, my artsy friends. How is everyone today? So good, I hope. So good. Oh, and look at, we're horizontal. I couldn't be happier. I really couldn't be happier. I have a brand new stamp set to show you. And salutations, my artsy. Wait a second. I have a new stamp set to share with you and just, you know, all the things. Hey, Jamie. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Keels. How was everyone today? I will tell you, the weather here is crazy. 2 days ago, it was like 95, and today it's in the 60s. It's crazy. Hey, Jan, how are you? Good, I hope. I hope. What's going on with everybody today? Anything new and exciting? Hi, Kim Taylor. How are you? Good, I hope. Let's see. What's new and happening in the world of Anne? Well, I have the new stamp set, and that's pretty cool. But let's see. My mother-in-law is visiting, and she's enjoying herself here. 36. Really, Jan? Is it supposed to warm up for you? Because it's supposed to warm up for us, too. So we're hoping that it doesn't warm up too much, you know? Hi, Renee. How are you? Yeah, I bet it's burr. Kind of crazy, huh? I know. And you know what? There's no transplant tonight because there's no transplant until November 10th or 11th or something. Holy smokes, Keely, are you serious? That's crazy. That Tucson and Chicago were the same temperature. Crazy. So, is it 25? Holy tamale. Yeah, you know what? It sure makes going for walks so much nicer when it's, you know, under 1,000,000 degrees. Hi, Bran. How are you? That is crazy. Well, I have something so exciting to share with you, but I wanted to, let's get the housekeeping out of the way. So today is a pop-in paint party, blah, blah, blah. You already know that. And then Saturday, wait until you see the artist that we are going to study and celebrate on Saturday. He is an American artist. Hi, Lena. You must be new here. I'm glad you're here. He is an American artist. He is still alive. And I can hardly wait to share his coolness with you. I will say, start to gather up your, you can use acrylics or watercolors. I think acrylics might work better for this project, but I'm going to kind of test out with my watercolors and see how that all works out. But I would gather both of them. Sorry about that. Okay, so that's Saturday, and it's going to be fabulous, I promise. And if you are brand new here, please follow and like me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Anne Corbiere-Scott Designs. My art printables are available at AnneCorbiereScottDesigns.com. Hey, Christine. Christian. And hey, Aunt Mer. How are you? Okay, so today I have something so exciting to share with you. So this is the brand new stamp set from Funky Fossil Designs. So I've been working with the owner's name is Sarah, and she approached me and asked me if I would be willing to draw some stamps for them, and I said, heck yeah. And so here we go. So they come from the UK, so their sizing is a bit different. Let's see. I'm wondering if I do have a ruler here. So the whole stamp set is 6 by like 8, almost 8.5. So, and then you can see, like this is big enough for a A2, right? Hi, Nancy. So do you get kind of an idea? Let's see. And the stamp set is called Hello Gorgeous. I love that. So you can see I hand lettered I Simply Adore You and Hello Gorgeous, and then I drew the flowers. And here's the cool thing. We have more coming. So exciting. So exciting. So if you would be so kind to follow Funky Fossil Designs on social media, on both Instagram and Facebook, if you can. They do have a private group on Facebook, like a, Funky Fossil Design Makers or Insiders, or I don't know, something like that. I just joined it this morning. But I will say that these do not go live. That means they are not available for purchase until Friday. So, and they will she ships worldwide. So she will ship them everywhere. And the price is £11.99. And that I looked up that this morning, and it's like 15 something American dollars. So pretty comparable to our stamp sets. A little less expensive, actually. I don't know what shipping is, but just so you know, there is one store in America that will sell them, and it's called Frantic Stamper, but she won't have them until sometime in November. So if you want to jump on it, I would contact Funky Fossil Designs. Her name is Sarah, Sarah, and she is in England. So know that it is 8 hours different there. So I know, it's so crazy. It's so crazy. So I want to show you a few of the things that I've made with them, and then we'll do a painty project, if that's okay with everyone. So here is the card that I created that I posted this morning. I'm going to do a blog post, like with some step-by-step instructions, because it looks really complicated, but it was so not complicated. This one I colored the flower with Copics, but you can color, you can color with whatever you want. And it was all inspired by this envelope that Tessa gave. Tessa gave a pack of these envelopes to Lauren and I when we got together to make samples on Sunday, and we both were like, so this is the new favorite color of my life. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Anyway, so I double matted it with a stitched, and I think it's my favorite things. And then this is some of that new Wow embossing powder, and look at how beautiful that is. It's so sparkly, and it has these big white chunks in it. So beautiful. So beautiful. And then I popped this. I think you can see, let's see, where's the camera? I just popped it up with pop dots. I think you can see that. Anyway, there's that one. Then, kind of in the same vein, I did this one, and this was with the, it's kind of like a flower with a ball of a bunch of little flowers. I just started drawing that one day, and I was on a roll. I couldn't stop myself. Anyway, so because this again is more of that wow embossing powder, and I didn't, because this was so stunning, I didn't want this to compete with that. I wanted my flowers to just pop, you know? So I just stamped them with black Gina K amalgam and then popped them off too. And then this beauty, I just got some of those, I don't know if you call them Karen or Corinne, or the square background is, oh, this one, Keely. So are you ready? So this one, I used a circle stencil, and I just put Versamark through the stencil, and then put my embossing powder on there, and then heat set it. This one, I took the whole Versamark pad and stuck the entire pad down on the cardstock, covered it with embossing powder, and heat set it, and then popped on top. Does that answer what you were asking? I hope that's what you were asking. If not, ask me again. Okay, so this one I colored with, like I said, I don't know if it's Karen markers or Corinne, or if it's something altogether different than that. But, and you know what, they're not up here. But I did that embossing powder, I'm telling you right this minute. And all of the local scrapbook stores are carrying that embossing powder. So call your local store and see what, and there's like 1 million combinations. So, oh my gosh, they're amazing. They are amazing. And just like magic in front of your eyes. I have found though that it works much better if you're doing a great big area. Like I wouldn't use these kinds of embossing powders on something that was fine line. Like I wouldn't do that, because I think the coolness, Kareen, okay, thanks Jan, because the coolness of this embossing powder would be lost on line art. Do you know what I'm saying? So this one I stamped with my Versamark and embossed with Brutus Monroe's, I think it's alabaster white. And then I got my Corinne markers, and I just started to color. And I will do a video on those because they are similar to the zigs, where you apply a little bit of color and then pull that out with water, and then a little bit more color and then pull that out with water. And you know, if you've colored with zigs, then you'll transition to these markers really easily. I kind of fell in love with them, and I promised myself I wasn't going to buy any more markers. That's a lie. Everybody knows that's a lie. Anyway, so today I have okay, so this, and I will say this I stamped and embossed on watercolor paper. And then I die cut it with a double stitched edge from Lawn Fawn. Just so everybody knows, I'm too high, aren't I? A double stitched rectangle from Lawn Fawn. And then I just trimmed that down so I'd have a little skinny black mat, because I thought I want the artwork to speak for itself. So this one, I did the same. I stamped and embossed it with that alabaster from Brutus Monroe, and then I on watercolor paper. So now what I want to do is, I remember last week I did a technique where I, with the, no, it wasn't last week, it was probably the week before, where I did, it was with the, hey Carmen Dudley, where I did the oak leaves and the acorns, where I painted them and then we came back and built up those colors. We're going to do the same thing today, except that we are going to, I'm taking my biggest brush, and this is, well, let's see, is this one a 8 and this one's a 10? So let's take the 10. So I'm going to take the 10 snap round, and I'm going to wet it really well. There, can you see? Right? And then I'm just going to cover the entire paper. So then my color's going to go all the way to the edge. And I want it really wet. Right? Some people like to tape down their watercolor paper. I don't really do that, but you know, there's no particular reason why I don't. I just don't. I guess I can't be bothered. You know. So now I'm going to, and I should have done this beforehand, wet all of my watercolors. So I have 2 sets with me today. I have my classics and my tropicals. I like both of these palettes for different reasons. I really like the tropicals because it has some really nice, it has a beautiful green, number 1, and it has those 2 beautiful pinks. So, and some nice blues. Okay, so now we're going to just loosely, okay, I'm going to get some of that nice green, right? I'm just going to, like, really watery, and I'm just going to loosely paint leaves, right? And now we have this other green that if we just take our wet brush and add to it, we're going to get just a shade different, right? And then we're just going to loosely color some of these vines, right? Clean our brush, and then we can come in with some of this really nice bright magenta, and let's do this flower right here. And isn't that pretty how it like it just immediately repels the paint where the embossing is. So I just dabbed off some of that green that had seeped into one of the petals, right? So we're gonna, there we go, that's wet and painted. And then let's pull some of that green that I got on there, and let's do those petals some pretty yellow. Right? And then maybe we could do these, the same yellow. That would be pretty. I think I painted this like a Black-Eyed Susan on the other card that I did. Okay. Then we can come in with some nice brown. How's everybody doing? Is anybody painting along with me? No, you aren't painting along with me. Not today. Because today I'm doing something totally different. Okay, I think I really want this to be blue. And I have this blue here that's almost like, kind of like a cornflower. I just think that little ball of flowers would be so pretty. Blue, oh boy. So, remember what we do. We just take our paper towel, a watercolor's favorite tool, and we take the corner and we're just gonna sop it up. All right. All right, so let's do this maybe orange. Some pretty orange petals. Okay, I think that we have most everything covered. So now we're gonna talk about our background. So we could do a couple of things. We could continue out with whatever color that is, like this yellow, we could continue with yellow all the way to the edges, the greens, the oranges, etc., right? So we're gonna, oh, that still had some orange on it. Or we could come in and like do some grays all the way around, or we could do all green all the way around. I just like that idea of, let's try this one. I think it might be my dirty water. I think let's dry the greens. Yeah. Like we're not going for any particular color, like we don't want the color to be, remember we just want it to be kind of a watercolor wash. I think this will be pretty. So once, I don't know that we're gonna be able to do the whole thing together today because I didn't bring my heat gun up here. And can I tell you personally, I hate when people do videos and they have their heat gun on. I hate that. So I'm kind of mixing those two greens that I used earlier. I just like it when it's kind of a mix of colors. Oh my gosh, Jeff and I and his mom just watched a show called The Queen's Gambit. It's a limited series on Netflix, I believe. Oh my golly, it was so good. It was so, so good. Okay, let's see. Let's try and add some of this green. Kind of a... So we just want that green to be really, like not all one color. And I like that kind of a splotchy, watery background. But anyway, check out that show. I think you'll like it. I do. So one thing that I was thinking with this technique is that we could really play with enhancing it with our colored pencils and more layers of watercolor. I'm going to change my water because it's gross. Hi, Christine Domino. Okay. Hi, Renee. How are you? So, Christine and Renee, we are painting on the some floral stamps from my new stamp set from Funky Fossil Designs. Funky Fossil Designs is a UK company, and they their owner Sarah asked me if I would draw some stamps for them, and I was like, yeah. And so this is our fab collab that we this is our first one. It seems like I'm too far away, or too close, I mean. Anyway, this stamp set is bigger than most American normal, like the most common stamp size, I should say. It is 6 by 8 and almost a half. But here are the stamps. You can see they're photopolymer. They're beautiful. They stamp really nicely. And they are, like, this one is big enough for the front of an A2. Look, this is the A2 right here. And here are some other samples that I've done with other stamps from this stamp set. Ice storm, yikes! Hi, Uncle Tom. How are you? How's the weather down there? Is it crazy, or is it fine and dandy? My mom said they've just had like a little bit of snow, but you could still see the grass through it, so that's good. Okay, I'm gonna sop off some of this blue because it's feeling intense. And look at it, it's not even, it looks like I'm gonna have to build up, but you know, that's what I love. So I'm gonna do the same thing here with the orange. Pull some of that off. Pull some of that pink. Oh, and this green, this leaf right here. And that one right there. Now I'm gonna lift it and I'm gonna clean up this watercolor that's there, and now I'm just gonna start to, little by little, build that color. So let's clean that brush. And get something a little bit smaller. This is a number 4. So I'm thinking I want to do that blue. I'm really feeling like I want to build that blue up within this ball. And maybe, because it was so watery, we got a good base coat on, but now we can just build the intensity of that blue. It's a super fun stamp set to play with, I will say. So Renee, I was telling everyone that they will be available for purchase. They'll go live for purchase on Friday, October 30th, on Funky Fossil Designs website. So if you would follow Sarah and her girls on Funky Fossil Designs on Facebook and on Instagram, you'll see her crew has already started to really do lots of amazing samples with my stuff, which is always, I'm just going to tell you, it's just the craziest. It's the coolest thing in the world. Anyway, and my team. So watch my social media, because this week we'll be sending out lots of inspiration with Hello Gorgeous. I'm so excited about that. So I didn't do the center of this flower. I'm wondering if I should do the center of this flower. I don't know. I don't know, maybe like blue or purple or something totally different, you know? So this is starting to look a little bit murky to me, so I'm going to wet it and then pull some of that color off so that I can control it a little bit better. Remember, just know, like, no matter what you do, how you paint, you can change it. You can, as long as you do light coats of paint, you can alter it. You can, you move things around. You can fix almost anything. That's what I think. So now I'm noticing that there's some green here that could go up a little bit. But remember, I want to do that jiggy-jaggy. So I'm pulling that color out so we don't have a big line. And here, doing the same thing. So how is everyone else? What's going on in your neck of the woods besides ice storms? Good gravy. Holy tamale. I know winter is upon us in some parts of the country, right? I feel like I just want to keep deepening that green. I love when it's like kind of, hi Carrie, when it's kind of like some of the orange kind of, oh yay, Renee, I'm so glad. I think you'll be so happy. They are my favorite, that's for sure. And remember what I said, it doesn't matter what, oh really? Oh, Renee, that's crazy. It doesn't matter which watercolors you have, it doesn't matter which, the most important thing is that that you make art and you perfect whatever materials you have, whatever tools you have. You just learn to perfect those. And you will. You will. So I'm just slowly building up. Absolutely. You use whatever you have. And the more you use it, the better you'll learn its capabilities. You'll learn its limitations. You'll learn how it works on all different kinds of papers. You'll learn how it works with a dry brush versus a really wet brush. You'll learn if you invest in some other paintbrushes, you'll see, you know, you're just going to keep growing and growing and growing your skill set. That's what I think. So I am just trying to build up the shadow around the edge of the flowers. Because they are embossed in white, we really want that white line work to pop. So we're just going to start building the green around the edge. Oh, Renee, that's funny. I did childcare in my home too for about 20 years. And every one of them, we did art every day. We read every day. So because I'm on watercolor paper, and watercolor paper can hold much more water, I am applying color and then moving to another section, letting that dry a bit, and then coming back with my damp brush and pouncing out the edge. Remember, we're going to soften the edge as we go along. And this hopefully will make our... Oh, that's cool. That's cool, Renee. So are you working now? Are they letting kids be there? It's all such a crazy situation, isn't it? You just don't know. You know, the right thing for one family is not the right thing for another family. I think people just have to be nice about... my husband tells me all the time, everybody's not Midwest nice like you. But I just feel like, you know, people are just trying the best they can. You know? And everybody's just trying to do what's best for their little families, you know? So I'm deepening it up here more than I did around the other stuff, so we'll kind of have to work our way back around. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, when I went for a walk today, it was just gorgeous out. It was so nice to not... I mean, I was certainly sweaty when I got home, but not like where you can barely stand it anymore. It was just like I worked up a sweat. Do you know what I mean? It was nice. Oh, did you? So do you work in the center at the school? Are you a classroom aide? What are you doing? I have 2 degrees. I have 1 degree in early childhood education, and I have another degree in graphic arts. But my graphic arts degree was back when we drew with a pen and paper, and they were just introducing computer graphics and that kind of stuff when I graduated. So I'm still kind of playing catch up with that, with those skill sets. Are your schools open, Renee? All right, so now I'm going to take my damp brush and hopefully just jiggy jog that, blend out the edge of that. This seems pretty wet, so I'm going to try and just blend out the edge of that paint, that darker shade. Jiggy jaggy, jiggy jaggy. Oh. Well, gosh, that stinks. More time to paint with me, I guess. Right? I'm feeling like maybe this is creating the pop that I wanted, but I'm feeling like I might want to incorporate some other colors. I'm doing that thing where I follow that line, and then I'm going to just tap off the edge, or the embossed part, right? Just want to get that color right up to the white. Push that right up to the white, so like the deepest color is right up to the edge. I know. Well, guess what? I don't either, Renee. But we have ourselves a time, don't we? We do, and gives us something fun to focus on. I'm really digging this. And I will say, this is on that Northwoods watercolor paper, just because that's what was near. And it can handle quite a bit of water. Because think about it, I coated it with water when we first started. And now, and then the paint, and that was a pretty watery wash. And then, now this, more and more and more water. So I was going to release another paintable on Thursday, but I think I'm going to show you some other techniques using this stamp set on Thursday. I have some other cool things. I actually got time to play and to experiment this weekend, and oh my gosh, there's nothing like that, is there? When you can just see if the idea in your head works out, and you can get it on paper to look like how it looks in your head. And I was pretty successful this weekend. And I see, so I will say also that my Bible journaling classes are they are listed on my website under featured classes. There's a picture of some gourds and stuff on there, and people are signing up. So if you are so inclined, you're certainly welcome to join us. November 14th. We'll have ourselves a time. I'm really liking this built up kind of shadow. So the stamp will be available, Carmen, on Friday. You'll be able to order it from Funky Fossil Designs. If you like her Facebook page, her website is listed on there. She's a UK company, but she said she ships everywhere. And So if you follow her there, what is the name of the color of your background and the palette it is in? I have no idea what the name of the color is, but it's in the Tropicals. It's the green in the Tropicals palette from Prima Marketing, which is also, they call themselves Art Philosophy too. So Jan, Scraps of Love normally has these because I use them in every class I teach. Tropicals and Classics. Sorry, you can hear the dogs bark because the windows are open, because we can have the windows open. I'm so happy. So anyway, Carmen, you can order it on Friday. And I will gather the information and make a sign for Thursday's pop-in paint party. Okay, there you go. Jan, Keely is much more organized than I, and her paint palette doesn't look a mess like mine does, but the green is number 16 in the Tropicals. Oh, you have them. Oh, yay. So I mixed this green and some other green that I had in my palette. Who knows what that was. And then this green, the green from the classic set. I just kind of wanted it to look, you know, real painterly. And I think I achieved that. My paper is quite saturated, so let's just talk for a little bit. While I let this, while I let that dry a little bit. Ooh, I was going to show you, I finished the cards, the Halloween cards that need to go out today, that we were painting the other day. So here is one of the ones with lots of candy corns. And then here is another one with lots of candy corns. Super cute. I hope that everyone saw the banner that Carmen made with the candy corn with the Krista art printable. Available on my website, of course. Here are two that I made with the individual piece of I know, I'm kind of on an olive green kick, Jan. I'm using it like mad. Hi, Sandy. So here's two that I made with the individual piece of artwork. And then here are two slimlines that I did. This, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Keely. Carmen is so talented, and I already thought up a job for her. I was discussing it with my friend Lucinda. I already thought up a job for her for a future. I have some, well, anyway, I have a printable that I want to take to her so that she can make something that I thought up. So this slimline die is from Gina Marie, I believe. Isn't it cool? It's called like ball and chain or something, because it has, you'll see, like there's perforations and then a hole and then perforations and then a hole all the way around. I don't know if you can see that. There, that's better. Okay, so anyway, and then this one's going to Noah James, and the others are going to Charlie and Desiree and Braxton, and then whoever else enters, you know, tickles my fancy. Let's see how dry this is now. It's still pretty wet. It's still kind of cold to the touch, and when it's cold to the touch, that means it's still kind of wet. So now I'm gonna just start. I don't know how I'm doing on time. Keels, how am I doing on time? About 10 minutes, I think. I feel like I really want to build up that. Where's the skinniest brush I had? Build up this magenta. So I have just like a little bit of paint on my brush. I'm just going to come in and just tap, tap, tap. Really play up that embossing. So we're just going to tap some color right there. Then I'm going to clean off my brush on my paint cloth, dampen it, dry it. Hi, Mom. Hey, everybody say happy birthday, Joanne. Today is my mom's birthday. Now I'm just going to pull that magenta out. So this, so like I said, I dipped my brush in my dirty water again, and then I tapped it off on my paper towel so it's just damp. And then I'm just going to pull that color out. And remember, when we pull it out, we want to pull it up the sides and up the center, but mostly the sides. The more we pull it up the sides, the more definition those, more definitions the petals are each going to have. Do you see the difference? I think it looks, oh my gosh, I just love it. Just utilize, like play up what you've got. Like I embossed this, this flower stamp. So I have that embossed edge. So we have like all these little pockets that we can play up. Do you see the different, oh my gosh, I love it. I love it so much. So, because those are wet, let's go on to the next one. And I think it can handle more color, so I think I'm going to try more color, and we're going to come right up the sides. And that is from the, from this, what is that? Like a magenta in the Tropicals set. That's what this one is. Almost all the way around. I just love when that color kind of pulls right toward the edge. Do you see it? It's happening right here. So then, now this is kind of dry, so we can put some more here. And because we did the center, the same color, we can do the same thing there. Just build up that color in there. Rinse and tap it off. And then we can just soften that edge and push that color right up to the edge. Do you see what I mean? And that's just going to give it a really nice rounded petal look. And you don't have to blend all of it, I will say. Because remember, we want it to look painterly. We want it to look like we used a brush. So you can do it this way where you're pushing the paint out, or you can do it this way where you're pushing the paint in. And then just follow that nice curve. Well, Mom, I hope you're feeling the love. And my dad's birthday was last Monday. But I couldn't give him a shout out because we're not here on Mondays. But his birthday is my anniversary. So it's kind of nice. I get to share those days with them. And I won't complain about not being with them this year because I did just get to, I was just with them and it was fabulous. Me too, Mom. Me too. Just continuing to soften those edges and deepen the color. Remember, we can just continue to work that color. Okay, so like this one, you can work that into the center and then pull it up the sides. Do you see how that's automatically Michigan? Are you? Oh, nice. So do you like that, what is that buttery cake? Gooey cake or something? Gooey butter cake? I just saw something about St. Louis. I'm trying to think who that was. And some kind of pizza. There was some kind of pizza that they were famous for, and this gooey butter cake. And it wasn't even like a cooking show that I saw the now I don't even remember what that was. Isn't that crazy? I was just talking to my friend and we were talking about how I was like, you know what, was that last week or wait, maybe that was 2 weeks ago or something. And she said, you know, it's so crazy. She's like, she goes, I could say it was last week and it could really be last year. I don't know. You know what? Everything's just a big old blur these days. I said, I know. It's just crazy, isn't it? Like we think I think this whole COVID is starting to, oh, that sounds good. I do like cheese. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm loving it. I still need a color for there. Nancy, what color are we going to do the center of this flower? I think I said something about purple, but now I don't know. Nancy, my color picker. I'm going to take a drink of Diet Coke and then you're going to tell me what color we should do. Dark orange. All right. Like this orange. I think that might be pretty. And it would repeat that orange. That's kind of a cool idea. All right. I love, you know, when I draw these sketchy lines. And, well, I did brown up here, Jan. And I like when I can put just a little sliver of paint in between those lines. I know that's weird. But it makes me happy. I think, speaking of brown, I'm feeling like we need to deepen these, all of these little, we need to fill all of these with a deeper brown. I think that will make a huge difference. It was looking a little bit washed out, wasn't it? I like that better. I know, it's so pretty, isn't it, Keels? It kind of has that 70s feel, I think. But you know, us girls of the 70s, we can't help it. We can't help it. We just love that stuff. And I feel like I want to deepen this, and then I kind of want to work on this too. But I feel like, are we running out of time, Keels? Am I running out of time? Can I paint some more? It's so fun. It's so fun. So let me show you one more time all that you get. So you get this big one, and that's what I'm painting right here. So that's quite substantial in size. So that's like, it fits an A2 perfectly. Where's that one I did? Who knows? And then you get these. Shut up, it's so cute. And then the big, I don't even know, sort of dahlia, sort of zinnia, sort of, I don't know. You know, they're all out of my noggin, so they're really whatever. Anyway, I hope everybody had lots of fun today, because I sure did. And I hope that you are, inspired to go paint something, and I hope that you'll come back on Thursday, because on Thursday I'll show you a different painting process. And so if you feel so inclined, stamp something and emboss it, and stamp something and emboss it, and bring your distress inks on Thursday. I know you won't be able to stamp this, but I will also have more information about this on Thursday, because then on Friday you can buy it. Hey Rosanna, how are you? There's another Michigan girl. Like I said, be sure to follow Funky Fossil Designs on Facebook and Instagram, and you'll see more creations with my new stamp design. And that's where you're going to find out the more information on availability and purchasing and such. Ooh, that foiling, it's addictive, isn't it, Jan? I'm telling you. Lauren is our resident foiling queen, and I'm telling you, you should see. Tessa and I are like, can you do that in green? What do you have in orange? What do you have in pink? It's just, because she has a giant binder full of foils, and so I've started to just buy foils for her to foil stuff for us. That's pitiful, isn't it? But so cool. I know, I just love, there's something about that edge, isn't there, Jan? There's something about like this embossed edge. There's just something about that just makes it, I don't know, steps up your painting a notch. I adore you all, and I'm so grateful that you continue to support me and come back and hang with me for an hour every Tuesday and Thursday and Saturday. And I can't, seriously, I can't wait to do it all over again on Thursday. I'm not kidding. I look forward to it so much. I adore you all, and I can't wait to do it all again on Thursday. I hope everybody has the best It is so Christmassy. You're right, Jan. Has the best rest of your Tuesday and all day Wednesday. Be sure to follow my Instagram and Facebook this week because I'll be posting stuff every day created with this stamp set and probably some candy corn cards. I set up a little studio on my kitchen island to take pictures, so I should do that. Anyway, I'll see you Thursday. Thank you all so much. Go make something artsy today. Bye.